Vulture. This is Relica. If you hear a slight echo, that's the original voice recording. I'm doing a voice over because it was so faint. This is an intermission, it though, so it's at post part 3. Before part 4, I will be doing some collection, cleanup of the some of the materials, and just generally doing some chores. Right now you'll see that my oxygen is low, and you'll hear a heartbeat coming through in a moment. And you'll see the screen going dark. But I made it. So one trick is the heartbeat and the dark screen actually go on for a few seconds. So if you kind of aim yourself at the door and keep going, you're almost certain to make it, unless you're just, several seconds away from the door. So just keep going, and you'll make it. We are going to need to make some more drills and a couple more heaters. So right now I'm heading back to the upper location and collect some materials. And to make the drills that I just mentioned a minute ago, we will need titanium, and we also need cobalt for additional solar panels. So we're going to do that. All right. So take a look at what we've got going. I'm going to go ahead and get going here. No. All right. So there's some materials here that we need. The iridium and the plants are helpful. We don't yet have food growing, so we're going to go ahead and take the seeds. I've got the materials for that. I don't have any aluminum in my inventory. So I was looking for aluminum here. I don't have any aluminum in stock, so we're going to have to find some. The aluminum is going to be used for not only the food growers, I believe, but also for the tier 2 heaters and some of the other materials that we're going to need to make. Let's see here. I have to make a solar panel. One extra. Okay, so here we're going to I'm going to build some additional platforms so that I've got additional space to put out my solar panels. As the power goes down there, build the solar panels back up. Some of the materials didn't get picked up, so I'm going to have to grab those. There it is, down here. Over here. All right, now make another solar panel. Pick up the rest of the stuff. Right in front of this one. All right. Solar panel down. We've got 3 solar panels. Each of those puts a little over 6 kilowatts. So by adding 2 or adding 1. I did increase my overall power, but the other 2 I've only moved. So now I'm going to go ahead and make some additional drills, I believe. I have no aluminum, so I'm going to need that. That's what I was looking for, I believe. Just not enough storage space at the moment. Gonna need some iron to build that out. And I'm gonna put some of these things down. That one there. Down. Okay, I've got some materials there. Over here, but they don't fit. Okay. Need another iron. Here I'm setting myself up to get some a heater built, I believe, but I still don't have aluminum. Go back up here and grab some more of my materials. Running back to the smaller location to pick up some of the materials that we left there. There's some iron, so that's going to be helpful, like 6 iron, I think. Yep. And then we'll leave that here for water and oxygen. We'll head out here in a moment to see if we can find some aluminum. I'm just picking up materials for additional solar panels. Power, so that I have sufficient power to make a food processor. Once I can. So we're going to put another row of solar panels here. They take a lot of power, so they up on that. Oh, I'm missing a cobalt. Need another cobalt. Make another solar panel. And I'm going to go ahead and grab some titanium and make some more drills to increase the air pressure, the atmospheric pressure. And you hear the meteors coming in, so that'll come in handy because they might carry some aluminum, and we can run out there and grab some. Now we're going to bounce around here. Some people turn off the screen shake because it can be quite annoying if you're trying to build something. Everything all of a sudden starts moving around. You can't quite build it. There we go. Got that. Now I can drop all this stuff. Take the oxygen and water with those, and head out to find some aluminum. Just don't get hit by the meteors. See them all hitting that back wall there. So there should be quite a bit of material just over in this direction. Health is fairly high, so a direct hit probably wouldn't kill me. But you do want to keep an eye on those meteors, because sometimes they're pretty close. And a hit can take a good bit of your health down, and a couple of hits can kill you. There didn't seem to be any aluminum there, so I'm going to run down the hill a bit. That iron was in the ground. Yeah, so the materials that the nice thing to grab these materials that fall out of the sky, the meteors, quickly, they will hang around for a while, but it's a little unpredictable, and they will despawn after a point. But the materials in the ground don't despawn unless a very particular aluminum situation occurs in the terraformation. Oxygen is low. I'm carrying some with me, so I'm not going to panic just yet. So, running out of oxygen here. Really low, but we're looking for aluminum, so I'm going to go ahead and use the oxygen that we brought with us. Now we've got the food grower. That's exciting. Yeah, we'll post this because that's a big deal. Yep, we'll post this now. That was the plan there. So I figured out I couldn't hear myself. So this is some iron and so forth. We're going to collect these materials so that we can build some more power, because food growers do take quite a bit of power. To make them, I believe you need an aluminum, a water bottle, and something else, maybe an iron. Okay. What's in this thing? But they do consume a lot of power. Food. Water. I can eat the food because I'm more than 40 points down, so just put that right in there. And then I'll take that seat. Okay, and then I'm full. Run back. All right. Good divert here to the capsule because it's just a little closer in my mind's eye.
Outpost over here.
Not certain if that's really true, but I knew I could make it here.
Closer. Get some oxygen here.
Okay.
And make a run for it.
Head back to the abode, our little house on the hill. Beginning of the game is so much running back and forth. It's a little tedious at times, but you know, the fact that if you dawdle too much, you run out of oxygen and die does keep you moving usually. All right, so now we should be able to make some of these heaters. We should have the materials necessary to do that.
Heaters going.
Just grab some of that iridium. Gonna reduce that one because it's got materials that we will need to need the titanium. I'm gonna build the first one right here.
Oops.
And grab some more titanium.
Titanium.
And into silicon. Yep, now we should be able to build another T2 heater. It's kind of important to get some, I like to get at least 3 T2 items running for each of my areas early on. Terraforming accelerates as you go through each of the tiers, but you definitely want to at least have a few of your current tier out there. I often leave the older ones just kind of hanging around, but they really don't do much once you make it to a certain point. They're just trickling out a little bit of heat or a little bit of oxygen. No more aluminum, so I think we're going to dump all this stuff here. Going to make a couple of solar panels. Again, kind of preparing for that food grower. It's going to take a lot of juice.
There's a couple of more things to clean up my power area here.
Going to put up a couple platforms first.
There are a couple of bases here.
Some foundations.
Hold down the key. Okay.
If you hold down the control key, you can build multiple of the same pattern in a row if you have the materials in your inventory.
Line them up.
All right, get that lined up there. Okay, so now we have 6 solar panels here, one up on the hill, and another half a dozen wind turbines, which generate about 6 or 7, actually 7.2 kilowatts.
Drills up here. Pretty, but it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and take this.
Move this out of the way.
Here. And I need water. Do that. I'm going to
Grab some oxygen. Gonna need some of that.
Have any spare? Oh no, I do have one. Okay, good. I don't carry food. Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna run back down to that wall over there.
I'm gonna head back out here
and
see if there's any remaining.
See if there's any more aluminum to pick up. There's some meteor strikes hitting this little area here as well. Turn on the light. It's not worth much, but sometimes you can catch something shining in it.
Stream as well.
The aluminum is particularly shiny.
I'm just gonna poke around, see if I can find some aluminum. Need lots of aluminum. Take that iron.
Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. As we get close to this wall. Cobalt up there. Most of these other materials have been picked up, so
Cobalt's still there. So let's see what else.
head down a little bit further. These are still here, waiting for us to pick them up.
Okay.
And some more. Oh, there's an aluminum.
Excellent.
Excellent. And I believe we got some more meteor debris here. And
we do have quite a bit of our
believe there's an aluminum there. I think there might be one more there. Okay.
Meteorites.
And running really low on oxygen again.
Materials. Here, oh, look, a gold crate.
Gold crate, yes.
Stream. I don't
We'll
want to
take
spoil
care
it.
of that in
Uh-oh.
part 4.
Oxygen.
Uh-oh,
There we go.
running out of oxygen. You heard the heartbeat there.
What else we got down here?
Um,
Any more aluminum? And on the ground.
I think we've exhausted our current...
Head back over here briefly.
immediately available meteor material.
And we're going to need more cobalt to make our solar panels. Go ahead and take a couple of these with me.
Yep, inventory full. Head back. First, get some oxygen over here.
But not small enough.
All right.
Jump in here for some more oxygen. Let that charge up and head out. Okay. I know I had some things to upgrade. But mostly I was planning on just cleaning a couple of things up. And getting some more.
Okay, I think we've got
Make a bed. How exciting.
enough materials to make
let's
a
get
couple more
solar panels up.
solar panels. So we can head out here.
They're handy. They do generate a lot more power than these wind turbines.
Okay, there's one. We're gonna start another row over on this side. Eventually, I'll move those wind turbines and just use the iron to make solar panels.
Some iridium.
Okay, we should have
Make another heater.
one more heater.
Two.
Doesn't quite fit there. I'm gonna fits around with it.
Gotta stick it out a little bit, I guess.
All right, we'll put it there. We're gonna move all these to the second floor once I make it anyway. I usually have a heat room. All the heaters are
Upper room.
tier 1, 2, and 3 have to be inside of a structure. Tier 4 and tier 5
and then I'll build
are
storage
outside
down here. Gotta get the chance.
structures. They just get too big.
There's no titanium. We'll need extra titanium to build those tier 2 drills.
Yeah, for the tier 2 drills, which we've just learned how to make, we'll do that in part 4 as well. You need an additional
Okay, I'm coming up on my
titanium, and then you can convert each drill that you have to a T2 drill, because they each have an iron and a titanium, and a second titanium lets you build a T2 drill. So you usually end up with T2 drills. You don't really usually have a lot of T1 drills laying around after you're done, because they're almost exactly the same pattern or material component.
I haven't built an extra place, but I have expanded my
All right.
power supply. And head back up here. Grab some more materials. Clear out the storage space a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going up here to clear out storage spaces that if I had thought for a moment, I would have remembered that I'd already cleared them out. The only thing up here is an ice and 2 cobalt.
Anything in these containers? No, that's excellent. Okay, I do have a couple cobalt, but that'll be for oxygen.
We'll leave that there just like I did before. But we did find a couple of titanium. Oops, it just ran right by a titanium.
This looks like some
Grab that cobalt. There's a couple of more cobalt along the way. This is leftovers from a meteorite.
activity up here. Meteors
Must have
striking
put
ground.
the other materials
Good.
already.
Two extra
There's
stuff.
some more that were. Some of the meteors do hit up on this side of the hill, so I guess I hadn't collected those.
So it will eventually disappear.
Could have used that. Could have used that titanium, but
Head back down.
probably need everything else I've got to. So we'll head back down.
As the minerals in the ground will not disappear. Just wait around for me to mine them, but the meteorite stuff will stop.
All right, let's see how this works on the voiceover. Hopefully you can hear me better. and you're not too bothered by my voice in the background as well. So we'll just be cleaning up here, dumping some equipment, and then we'll be done. So I might as well take this time to go ahead and say Goramagat, just thank you in Irish, Slongafoil, which is goodbye for now, and I hope you enjoyed this intermission.